Hello students, good morning. Our president here, myself Dr. Nazim Ahmed, Assistant Professor of Chemistry, Islamia College, Wanyambadi. Welcome to online class. Hope you all are fine. So as you know very well, due to pandemic situation, we can't conduct classes on regular basis. So still we are continuing online classes. Please make utilize it. Now in our applied chemistry, the second topic is water treatment, water analysis. As you know, water is the mother of life. Water is the mother of life. Water is the soul of life. We can say otherwise, water is the soul of life. Without water, nothing in this world. Total earth contains 70% of water. Similarly, our body weight also contains nearly 70% of water. Water plays very important role. As you know very well, water is the very first pure and best medicine. Okay. So in this topic, we will discuss some of the physical aspects, chemical aspects, and radiological aspects, as well as microbiological aspects. First thing is physical aspects. As you know, taste. What is the taste of water? Yes, taste of water is nothing but it may be sometimes sweety or salty, or we can say soft, hard, sometimes bitter. Is it not? And there are nowadays so many water process by means of filtration, and sometimes normally UV filtration. Understand? So we are taking water. So you know the taste. Similarly, odor is nothing but a smell. Understand? Turbid color. What is the color of water? It is colorless. It is colorless. If we give color, or if we put it in the green beaker, it shows green color. If we put it in the blue glass, it looks like blue color. So it is a colorless. Water is generally colorless. The turbidity, it depends on the purity. So it depends on the purity. pH, percentage of hydrogen ion concentration, and total dissolved solids, TDS. This can be measured by means of laboratory. What is the TDS? It depends on, if it is TDS is high, the water is very hard and salty one. Chemical aspects, it contains arsenic, cadmium, lead, benzene, iron, manganese, chloride, sulfide, and chlorine residual. Radiological aspects, alpha activity and beta activity, radon. And the fourth one is microbiological aspects, multiple tube fermentation technique, membrane filter technique, chromogenic substrate test, heterophilic plate count. Heterophilic plate count. This part, the physical part, deals preliminary with the measurement of the physical properties of the sample, provide first warning of potential hazards in the environment. So it depends on the environment. The potential hazards as well as the measurements of the physical properties of the sample. Taste refers to the gustatory sensations: bitter, salty, sour, sweet. Bitter means caffeine, strong coffee. Salty, it's sodium chloride or chlorinated water. Sour, that is citric acid, that is lemon juice like taste, or sometimes sweet, sugar syrup. So there are four different ways. Flavor, it depends on the sensations. Methods, sensory evaluation technique, only used on sample known to be safe for ingestion. Standard, no objectionable taste. Okay, we can't confirm the taste. Odor, affected by organic and inorganic chemicals present in water. Odor, that means smell. It provides qualitative descriptions of odor intensity. Similarly, methods and standard is no objectionable odor. Drinking water taste and odor wheel is continuously updated. So look at this cycle starting from, okay, yes, if you take this printout, it will be very useful to you. Starting from here, you have the taste from sour, sweet, salty and bitter. Understand? There are seven series are given, in which free chlorine and unknown and hydrogen sulfates. Similarly, decanal. Similarly, octanol, methyl butanol, chlorophosphenols, bromophenol, iodomethanes, like that. So this is just drinking water taste and water wheel is continuously updated. Okay. Color, color of surface and groundwater results. Preliminary, from the presence of natural organic matter, particularly aquatic humic matter. Humic matter consists of humic and fulvic acids, yellow brown color, substance that adds color to water, suspends particles like clay, algae, iron, manganese oxides. Color usually removed from potable water for aesthetic purpose. True color and apparent color. True color of water from which the turbidity has been removed. Turbidity has been removed. Standard, that is less than 5 color units. Apparent color due to substances in the solution and suspended matter, contributed principally by colloidal or suspended material. Standard is color 10 color units. Method, visual comparison colorimetric. Turbidity caused by suspended and colloidal matter like clay, salt, finely divided organic and inorganic matter, plankton and other microbes. The methods is turbimetry is a special methods to find out the turbidity. pH to find out the acidity and basicity attributed to the presence of strong mineral acids and weak acids and hydrolyzing salts such as iron and aluminum sulfate contribute to corrosiveness and influence chemical rates, chemical speciation and biological process. Alkalinity, it refers to the acid neutralizing capacity of water attributed to the carbonate, bicarbonate, and hydroxide contents and borates, phosphates, and silicates or other bases. Method is electrometric method, that is pH meter standard 6.5 to 8.5. Total dissolved solids. Water with high dissolved solids generally are of inferior palatability. Portion of solids that passes through a filter of nominal pore size. Method is gravimetric, dried at 180 degrees Celsius. Chemical. Various forms of chemicals are present in drinking water that may lead to some health problem. As you know very well, lot of problems because of if you take wrong water. So water is very essential. In the previous, the first only I told you, water is the very first pure and best medicine. There are, if we take contamination water, that leads lot of problem like cholera and other things. So water is very essential and should take hygienic, that is purified water. Generally, otherwise used to take boiled water or purified water, which is good for health. Inorganic constituents, that is arsenic, lead, chromium, cadmium, suspected carcinogens. Organic constituents due to decomposition of organic debris, domestic, agriculture, industrial water treatment. Arsenic. Presence of arsenic in water is due to mineral dissolution, industrial discharges, application of pesticides. Health effects: severe poisoning and carcinogenic methods. Inductively coupled plasma mass spectrometry, hydrate generation, atomic absorption spectrometry, silver diethyl dithiocarbamate method, electrochemical atomic absorption spectrophotometry, and the standard is 0.5 milligram per liter. Similarly, cadmium, extremely toxic and accumulate in the kidneys and liver. So it is very toxic, accumulates in the kidney and liver. Presence in water supply, that was the lead, toxic, cumulative, poison. And presence in water supply comes from industrial mines and is smelled discharge or from the dissolution of plumbing and plumbing fixtures. Toxic and cumulative poison. Toxic and cumulative poison. Okay, toxic. This toxic. The fourth one is nitrate. Results with the high contamination from human or animal waste. Benzene presence is due to industrial effluents. Underline this word, industrial effluents. Atmospheric pollution due to vehicular emission. Okay. So benzene is presence due to industrial effluents. In the previous video also we discussed the effluent treatment plant. So likewise, the using of the chemicals from that, the industrial waste that contains a lot of organic chemicals. So presence of benzene and as well as atmospheric pollution due to vehicular emission. Elevated iron levels can cause strains in plumbing, laundry, and cooking utensils. Elevated ion levels. We are using the yes. Elevated ion levels can cause strains in plumbing, laundry, and cooking utensils. We are using for utensils like vessels for cooking purpose. Import objectionable taste and color. Manganese. Elevated manganese can cause stains in plumbing, laundry, and cooking utensils. The same thing here also. Chloride, it's a major inorganic anions in water. Major inorganic anions in water. It produces salty taste if the cation is sodium. High chloride content may harm metallic pipes and structures. High chloride content may harm metallic pipes and structure. Sulfate occurs naturally in water. Sulfate is generally present. Chlorine residual. Chlorine, if not within limits, may produce adverse effect. It produces adverse effect. Taste and color of water is intensified. Microbiological does not provide a complete water quality picture. Does not provide a complete water quality picture. If possible, a series of analysis must be conducted over a protracted period. Now the next one is the multi-fermentation technique. Chloroform group consists of several genera of bacteria belonging to the family of Enterobacteriocaceae, in which the first one is presumptive phase, confirmatory phase, and completed phase. So these are the techniques I have given. Understand? You can download and take printed for exam point of purpose and assignment purpose. Now here the multiple fermentation technique, presumptive phase, preparation of lauryl sulfate, both preparation of lauryl sulfate, 35.6 gram of lauryl sulfate is dissolved in 1 liter distilled water, not ordinary water, distilled water. Dispense 10 ml to clean culture tubes. Place fermentation in inverted position. Put the screw cap on the culture tubes. Place all tubes in an autoclavable bag and wrap with brown paper so that the sunlight cannot pass. So we have to wrap the brown paper. Sterilize for 15 minutes and 21 psi pressure. Pipette out 20 ml of water sample into 5 tubes of primary lactose broth by means of using pipette. Mix by gentle shaking. Incubate at 35 degrees Celsius for 24 hours. Read at the end of 24 hours and record the presence of absence of gas. incubate for another 24 hours if no gas has developed. Examine for gas fermentation after 48 hours. Examine gas fermentation after it is complete 2 days or that is 48 hours. Next one is the membrane filter technique used to test large sample volumes, release numerical results more rapidly than MTFT, that is filter technique. In the previous, just now we discussed multiple fermentation technique. Greatly affected by high levels of turbidity. Okay, it gives the turbidity, clogs of the membrane filter, high heterotrophic bacteria count, interferes with the growth of coliforms on the filter. Membrane filter technique. So this is the procedure for membrane filter technique. Chromogenic substrate test, also called enzymed substrate coliform test, qualitative test principle. Okay, next chromogenic substrate test from E. coli detected enzymes beta D glucuronidase which is produced by E. coli. Chromogenic substrate test, that is a fluorocult. Similarly, the fourth one is a heterotrophic plate count, useful in checking water treatments effectiveness, and a heterophilic plate count. So this is the plate. This to be done in the laboratories. Radiological, that is GRAS alpha activity and GRAS beta activity is alpha emitting radionucleosides, radium, uranium, thorium. And the next one is quality control and quality assurance. Quality is a loosey idea if it is only an ideal. As you know, the quality, everyone wants a quality, then only it has value. Similarly, the water also, there should be one quality one. The analytical laboratory provides qualitative and quantitative data for use in decision making. To be valuable, the data must accurately describe the characteristics and concentrations of constituents in the sample submitted to the laboratory. In many cases, because they lead to faulty interpretations, approximate or incorrect results, or worse than no result at all. Set of operating principle that is strictly followed during sample collections and analysis will produce data of known and defensible quality. Laboratory management is everyone involved with the lab, person sampling, person running the test, person washing the glassware, person doing maintenance on the instrument, person interpreting the results. The quality assurance program, I think this is not necessary for you. Just look at staff organization and responsibilities, sample control and documentation. You see, if you go for after completion BSc or MSc, if you go for job in a water treatment plant or in any industries, so you know the standard operating procedure for analytical methods and procedures, analyst training requirements, equipment preventive maintenance, calibration procedures, corrective actions, internal quality control activities, performance audits, data assessment of bias and precision, data validation and reporting. So important keys to quality assurance program is documentation, communication, training, cross training and updating. Okay, so with this I conclude my topic. Please you go through it. As we discuss, the first one is the physical aspects and biological aspects, chemical aspect, and some of the lab procedures to find out all these things: physical aspects, chemical aspects, radiological aspects, and the microbiological aspects. With that I conclude my topic. Thank you one and all.